probably gonna mostly dedicate it to ACT and SAT. So let me share my screen. If you want to see the screen, the best way to do that is to go to um Facebook, actually YouTube. I'm gonna close out this page. I just want to make sure this is live first. Uh, in the group. Yes, I think it is live. All right, so we are live. If you want to see the screen, the best way to do that is to go to YouTube. What's going on? Katie, Isaac, what's up? Um, so I saw some of you guys asking about SAT questions, and I wanted to take some of them down and see if I can help you guys with them. Skyry, what's up? So for everyone who's on the page right now, the best thing to do is probably to just ask me what is it relate what topic that you're having problem with, and then what I'll do is I'll do some either live or some videos that are related to that topic. So it could be ACT or SAT or SAT. Um, um, Hannah, welcome. Emily, welcome. Um, so um, what I would essentially do is start writing some of the questions that you have. I know some of you guys all already had comments. Um, so um, so the big difference I would say, I mean, I'd say they both are the same. Uh, especially as far like they similar as far as I would say as a requirement. When you're looking at, hey, what school accept this, what school accept that. Most of the schools probably accept like university accept both of them. I think in the question, in the structure of like when you think about the math portion, the way they structure it in ACT and SAT is a little bit different. In ACT you got like 60 questions and 60 minutes and stuff, but SAT I think they have like two parts, one with a calculator, one without one. Um, there's not really, so what I would suggest is like you take both of them and before and see whichever one you're more familiar with. And the question's probably gonna be similar in maybe not in style, but like in terms of topic that they want you to comprehend. The questions might be very very similar. Um, so it's what in the long run, what you think about is, okay, if I'm getting ready to go to college, what would I need to know about geometry? What would I need to know about geometry? And in both areas, they'll give you questions that are related to that topic. So to be honest, I think the best thing to do is probably take both, especially if you have a lot of time. Let's say you were like a junior and stuff, and see which one of them you score, better on, and then you can maximize your time with that one. You can find a way to take that one over and over until see which one of them you more, that works better for you. Not the other thing to think about is just not it's not just math, because there's science and stuff. So there's reading and stuff. So some of the sections are present in SAT and ACT, and they're not in SAT. So like if you think about it in that perspective, which one of them you want to take. So hell yeah, okay. I'm glad that makes sense. Yeah. So what topic that you guys have that I want to specifically math topic that you having problem with that I can help with. So either by making a video related to that topic, um, so either by making videos related to that topic or going live and doing it, because I think um and you guys benefit from both of them. And so if you could tell me which topics that you have a lot of questions with, usually I would start to craft something that we can use to um essentially, Sarah, welcome, help you in that specific area. Welcome, Sarah. Um, Quadratic. Okay. So, all right. So, quadratic. And the other thing that I want you guys to to think about too, the questions that you get in your school sometimes are a little bit different from what you would get in the exam. That's why it's important to practice whatever exam you're taking. It's important to practice that a lot because when you get the questions, not only uh Alex Alex Alexis, welcome. When you get the question, not only it's important to know how to do it, but also it's important to know how to do it in a timely manner where you're not taking 2, 3, or 4 minutes in answering a question. So anything geometry for video, cause then I can come back. Okay, so all right, so she wants geometry. Uh Haley, was that you who asked the questions earlier? Because I know I had another question related to geometry. So geometry videos, okay. So you can come back and watch them. I tell you this, there's a lot of them on the YouTube channel too. And yeah, that was me. Okay, good. There's a lot of them in the YouTube channel. I You could go and watch some of those. So what you could do is, when you go to the YouTube page, the Jax Tutor, you just type that on YouTube. I mean, if you're on YouTube already, it's you on the page. If you're seeing this video, so you just type that on YouTube. So what I would do is, search. So let's say you wanted to know how to, you wanted to know something about Pythagorean theorem. I would just go in there and search that specific topic. So and just go to YouTube and it will help you. You could watch video from other people too. It's just like whatever you understand, whoever you understand the most, you can relate to the most, and just stick with that, and then you know follow what they doing. It's not it's typically it's not that hard as long as you find someone that you understand, and I think you guys um um probably find that with me. Angie, welcome. Abby, welcome. Uh, do you think you should take it even if it's optional? If you have the time, I don't know if they're gonna. I really don't know if this is something that they're gonna eliminate, not have kids taking anymore. But if you have the time and you can fit it in your schedule, are you Emily? Where you at? Are you like junior, senior, freshman? Um, so what I would say is, and again, this is something that I was talking about recently, is how do you measure up? Oh, okay, junior, how do you measure? I think you can. I think you could probably, if you can fit it in your schedule, especially in the summer, you can take it. So how do you compare to other students? So and that's something that's really big, because if you have a bunch of students who had the option of taking the SAT and they didn't take it, and then you're the only one who took it, that makes a big difference. When in terms of your application overall, especially if you score well. So what I would do, take it. If I score well, I would just send that score. So so that's took my pack a couple weeks ago and I watched your videos beforehand. Help so much. Thank you, Angie. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm glad I was able to help. Yeah. So I'm working on putting together both videos, new ones. uh Thank you, Abby. Exactly what Abby is saying. If you take it, it will put you ahead of other applicants. So especially now that it's optional, and this is the good thing, because people are gonna look at this. She went the extra mile and take something that is optional, especially if you score well. You send them on 1,500 on the SAT. They're gonna look at that really heavily. And I think that's a good thing. Um, let's see. If I do bad. They can't see. No, you can send your score. They can't see it. You can send it like when they request. You can send it. I don't think they can just go and look at your score and see it. You can send it, and I think so. That's a good thing. So they don't. You don't have to. They don't know if you're doing like if you had 100 out of 1600 on it. So it doesn't really matter. So what I would do is just take it. I mean, and the good thing about it now, it's not something that you're stressing over. You could use the summer this summer or next this summer specifically because you're in junior, just use it and take that time and take it. And then when you send that score, it's good. You send it, it will look like okay, she made the effort of taking this in the summer, even though if it wasn't required. Um, and I'm assuming that the only reason why it's not required for it's probably because of COVID. So you don't know if they're gonna get back to that. By the time that you is a senior. So I would do it myself. Hope that helps, Abby. Um, Unfortunately, we're not doing invitations at that time, Lyrin. Uh, all right, cool. Tristan, welcome. Anna, welcome. Anything else that you guys want me to? No problem. Anything else that you guys want me to cover? So what I would do is some of the topic that you're asking is go to YouTube and type the Jax tutor and then search for that topic. Chances are I've done a lot of videos about that, at least one. So but what I'm planning on doing is putting some more up so you guys can use them, especially in the summer. Another thing that I was thinking about too, yes, Tristan, I can help with stats. What grade are you in? What stats are you taking? Are you in college or are you taking high school stats, AP stats and stuff? Um, Another thing that I was thinking about too is I don't know. You guys let me. Senior. Okay, yeah, I can help. Um, another thing that I was thinking about it too is doing actual like but I don't know. It depends how it is with like COVID and stuff. Because I know certain cities are not open. Where I would go physically go to your city and then do like a maybe like a 2 weekend prep for math. You guys let me know how if that's something that you and your parents would be interested in. Um, but things that would have to be open first, where we don't have all that restrictions about mask and all that good stuff. So I think that would probably help, especially like in the summer where you could come somewhere for like 2 weekends and a full week, something like that, and then all we go over all the topics and give you like little mini tests and get you ready and that to expand. uh Ng, I think the books are good if you can learn that way. To me, I learn best through videos. um but also sometimes I would use the book. Okay, yeah, sometimes I would use the book just to understand the structure of things, because sometimes the videos they don't go in as much details as the books. But eventually when I want to learn stuff, I would just watch a bunch of videos and get it, or be actually present in the class. um I would say what I would do is you should probably buy them, because a lot of times too they if you learn that way, if you can learn that way, you could probably buy them. A lot of times they have practice in them that you can use. If you learn that way, I think it's a good thing. Let me see. Yeah, if you can learn that way, I think it's a good thing. I think what's mm, Byron or something like that. Princeton Review. They have some good books on there, and also you could probably go to on the actual ACT website and see what they recommend. Because sometimes if there is like a change, um, they would be the one who tell you what the change is. But and for SAT, I think they mostly recommend the Princeton Review and stuff. So just buy those, and then if you can learn that way, just read the books and then practice. Because now the other thing that that does is it goes over all the topics and stuff like as a whole. So it tells you. So instead of you having to, go back and buy a geometry book, algebra book, and then a pre-calc book, it tells you exactly those topics that you specifically gonna need for that exams. So if you need help with stats, I would go to the site, thejackstutor.com, and just schedule an appointment. I would schedule a free appointment, and that's more like a consultation to see where you're at, what you need help with, and after that we can schedule, if we'll talk to you and your parents, mostly your parent. And after that we'll just start helping you, and most, that's how all the kids do, who need help. Shells, welcome. So yeah, that's the best way to get help with that. uh Carlia, welcome. Yeah. So any other questions, guys? I'm sure you guys have more questions about, like, things that you want me to cover as far as ACT and ICT is concerned. So I'll do I'll come back and do some of the questions about these two topics, when it come, in terms of ACT and ICT. Because what I realize is school is about to be over for you if you decide to take that route. Some of those questions you're gonna need to know how to answer them, and like I said, the way that you take the test in your school is probably, the test that you take in your school is sometimes very different from what you take in the SAT. You have to actually study for that. Hamid, welcome. Gaviva, welcome. Okay, converting between currencies. Okay, I'll do that. Uh, William, I'll do that. I use if you can go back on and watch some currencies, you can go back and watch some of my videos. If you go to the Jack Studer, YouTube channel, and type convert or something like that, it will tell you. This is one trick that I always use. So what I would use is, let's say I know, and don't quote me on that, for $1, I don't know what it is now, I can get, um, for €1, for €1, what's the sign for euro, guys? I think this is it. So for €1, I can get 1.1 $1.40. If I know that information, whatever they ask me to convert is easy. If they ask me to convert $50 into euro, I put the 50 right here. If they ask me to convert 50 euros into dollar, I'd put the 50 right here. And you're gonna see me do this a lot in my in my um in my videos. Yes, I think I got it close. Thank you. You're gonna see me do this a lot in my videos. And then so what I do is, so €50, they want me to convert that into dollar, and here I put X, and then I cross multiply. So that means I multiply the 50 by this, and then I multiply the X by the one. So once you do that, you just solve for X. And that's the exact same process. And I think one thing that's good to always have a way that you do things, in terms of, like, when the problems are really really similar, you know exactly the steps to do them. It's kind of like you starting to it's kind of like second nature after a while, because you do them so much, and every time you see the problem, and then conversions are like easily that way, where I always do them this way. I know certain people would do, the 1 over 1.4, and I know certain people will do it that way. For me, this is the easiest way, and when I explain it to kids like this too, usually they understand. So I would do that, but I'll do some more videos on those. Selena, welcome. Leah, welcome. Ahmad, welcome. Any other questions that you guys have with ACT and SAT that you want me to cover to make some videos about? Going once. Let me see if I got some questions on here. You don't see a share button. Oh, snap. Wait, did I share? Hopefully I share my screen though. Hopefully I did. Let's see. Uh Hopefully the screen is showing on. I think it is because I know I see some people here. Hopefully it's showing on Facebook. Let me know if you cannot see the screen if you're on Facebook or YouTube. Let me know if you cannot see the screen. Hey, how you guys doing? Uh, but okay, now I think this is probably gonna do it, guys. And that's about it. That's all I wanted to touch on. So, um, if you need to tell me anything else, you can you can comment in the video or usually DM me on Instagram. So I think that's it. And for those of you who wanted to schedule a time for us to talk, um, just probably have your parents go into the site, thejacksuiter.com, and put in their information, and then I'll just help you, especially now that exams are about to come up. So if we get really, really busy, we may not be able to help you. So you can get on it fast. I know some of you guys were asking about stats. Yes, I can help with stats as well. So um, let me know what you need help with. And I think that's it. Welcome. So yeah, that's it. That should do it for tonight. If you, Brianna, welcome. As we're about to leave, thank you guys for stopping by, and I will see y'all another time. And I'll work on those videos for y'all. Thanks.